the stuff. And then I want to open this forum for others to speak in terms of expressing their views and then their lifetime earnings, which has gone into Mantri Serenity Phase 2, which has been not delivered by Mantri's builders. So I want to open up the forum, sir.
Yeah. So this is Tanik. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, please go
Mr.
ahead, sir.
Ramanji, you would like to start recording again? It's stopped. Can you start recording again, please?
It's started recording.
Yeah. So
Please
I
go
would
ahead, sir.
start.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
I believe my audio is good. Okay. So my name is Tanik. I'm also from Bangalore in call. I was invested project in 2013, and I paid the entire money, and I registered it also in 2015. And so every month, like when I go and visit, as like most of you, the people keep on changing, the CRMs keep changing, and the commitments keep extending and changing. And finally, very young, very little. We thought as a family we would live there, and hence they are in a different state. So my plan was once the house is ready by 2016, we wanted to get them. They're all 80 plus, both my father and mother. We wanted to live as a one single family. And because it's 2020, my daughter currently she is into college dreams of living in a better, bigger community that lost. The next 1-2 year, she would go into a different place. And nothing really happened. We continue to stay in our rental home. And my children, they become big. And I couldn't pay. As a family, whatever dream building the house and staying in a house, as a family stay and stay together and serving our parents who are at a older age, nothing really happened. So if all promises didn't work out, and I think this is all because of Mantri Serenity, and we invested and we lost everything. And many other people in the call already told that jobs are at stake, our monthly income is at stake, but still we need to still pay the EMI for the home where we are not living, and we continue to pay rent for the home where we are currently living. A very, very frustrating position. It's very, very tough to deal with this reality. And Mantri doesn't understand all this, but Mantri has a name, and they have delivered homes, they have delivered apartments largely in the past, and they can definitely do this Serenity also. It's not that they don't have funds, or the only thing is they don't have will. They don't want to do it, and that is why they are not doing it. And that is why we are not getting our homes. Absolutely, there is no other issue, because even if there is a governmental regulation related issues or something else, I think that would have been dealt in 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. It cannot go on and on for such a 7 to 8 years. And I believe Mantri has to really, really come forward, understand the plight of each and every consumer who bought the apartment in this community, and help them and help their family. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think wonderfully articulated. I think every person as an individual, how we have a dream, every builder or every company will definitely have a dream to achieve and a passion to do it. So unfortunately, what we are seeing with the commitment from Mantri builders and Mantri Serenity Phase 2 is that the passion is somewhere is not driving the project completion. If you look at the screen here, you can make out what has been promised to us in 2010 or 12, and then what has been today the current state in 2020. Right, so we are anticipated, at least myself, I got an agreement with Mantri, and this is what the agreement of constructions goes. And as per the agreement which was entered in 2013, I was supposed to get my flat in 2016 itself. So I waited for more than 4 years now in terms of after the completion date. See, the waiting period usually starts from the moment I pay my first installment as a money that I give it to the builder. But the dream will start on building up. ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಸೆ ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ನಾವು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಓ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2016 ವರ್ಗುನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ 2006 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, there was always been an extension, one quarter extension, 2 quarter extension, ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನು ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕತೆ, ಕತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕತೆ, ಕತೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಕಂಪನಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂಚೂರು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಮೂಲಕ, so that ultimately our main objective is to get our home back. So this is the current state, and this is what has been promised to us in 2010 or 12. So this is exactly why we all of us are here to express our concerns and views here. Please go over to you, sir. Anybody else want to express your views?
Most importantly, Dhananjay, most times it hit their attitude, and with attitude that passion will come.
Exactly, sir. So I think that's one of the things that will drive it. So probably I want to pass on to somebody else, I think, to express their
I think Mrinalini wants to speak.
Yeah, Mrinalini, madam, you want to go ahead?
Yes, thank you, Dhananjay.
Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am.
So a few things that it's really sad. Frankly, I heard Raghu sir saying, we are home buyers. No, we are not home buyers of Mantri. We are victims of Mantri. And Chandrasekhar sir said, we've taken money. They've taken money from us. No, they've not taken money from us. They've stolen it. In broad daylight, they've stolen money from our pockets. And that's how it should be really looked at. I mean, I remember my first meeting a few months back. I was sitting oblivious. I had no idea that there was a forum. I somehow managed to get this detail and joined this because I am one of the oldest home buyers. I have been fleeced at Mantri Tranquil. I had no choice. They were not ready and gave me the option move to Serenity. It was not by choice, but because I had no chance, and I went there. I went to Mantri's Serenity in 2013 with a delivery date of March 2015. This is 5+ now, and in totality 12 years, and I'm still waiting. I've paid, moved banks, I've paid EMIs all throughout, not faltering even once. And I'm a single home buyer. I'm not even, they are shameless. I mean, you cannot even imagine. I met them face to face, both husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Mantri. They looked into my eyes, and they said, by this time, by this month, they're going to deliver the product. That is, they look into your eyes, which means they are criminals and pathological liars. And I want this to be recorded, and I want this to be shared on every social media forum, and I want a copy of this to be handed over to them, especially my clipping, because they are criminal and only people can eyes and lie through their, and that's what they have been doing. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this point forth, that these are not normal builders that we are dealing with. We are dealing with criminals here. They have they've pocketed our money. They have lied to us all this while. There are so many human interest angles. Somebody, going back to them again and again, asking for money, health reasons, because of the ability to not pay, because the person has died. You expect a human being to respond, but these are criminals. They will not, this is not going to, all this protest is not going to, yield anything. Another thing I wanted to point out here is that these guys, I mean, it really does not matter. All you get from them is promotional, offers. I have not till this 2015 not received emails your delivery due date has been extended or has been moved, or you are delayed, because they have done our profiling. They know this is a very simple set of people that we can brush aside under the carpet, continue to do our business of cheating and daylight robbery. That's exactly what I feel that they are doing here. I'm extremely angry at this point in time. My emotions are taking over. I tried very hard not really out of patience to that. But if you put yourself in my shoes, 12 years down the lane, with my money going, and guess what's happening? They're hand in glove with the banks also, right? No bank. I mean, I ended up being taken for a ride by L&T saying we will transfer your loan to a lower EMI. And guess what? After I cannot deliver because that people have said we cannot fund this project. Then what were you doing on their premises, trying to sell a loan transfer, right? And this is just as late as last year. So banks have disowned them. They are not ready to transfer their, existing loans from, if it is pertaining to Serenity. They are hand in glove with this builder. And this builders are profiling. That's what I want, because most of them close to retirement, some of them quite unwell. Let's see how long they can go on with this fight.
Yeah, I think it's a very well points. Yeah, very well point, madam, that you have brought together.
This is no longer a home buyer situation. This is a humanity manner. Because I am close to, I empathize with, somebody, I think Raghu said that he's and a couple of more people said that they are all, most of us are software professionals. Most of us are working in organizations that will wrap up tomorrow because of this COVID situation and go. Will the banks come to our help? The government makes all those rules to support these buyers. The builders really think about the buyers. Buyers who are being treated, day in and day out. I fail to, acknowledge that this has gone unnoticed. The cheating strategy has gone unnoticed by authorities. I don't think so. They're all hand in glove. So that's all I wanted to say here. Thanks.
I think, madam, Mrinalini, madam, you brought a very excellent points, especially, being even after approaching, Mantri to speeden up and then, help you out with all the aspects. I think the way the current generations of builders are treating the buyers is really unfortunate to see. I'm 100% sure that this recording of this video will go all over internet and all over the pages, and also we are planning to tag this video to our housing and Ministry of Housing Department, Urban Development Department, as well as respective all the stakeholders who are supposed to be monitoring the development of real estate, which is a RERA, or whichever is the state government or a central government. So every page nowadays, the world is of social media, and then connectivity is what matters, and the beauty of social media brought in is connecting to everyone at our own with one user ID, right? So that's the power of social media, and we definitely want to connect respective stakeholders, and what actions that they're going to take is definitely we don't have a control, but we need to keep on continuously putting in effort. And we definitely want to take it to all the places wherever it is possible.
This should go to the notice of Prime Minister also.
Definitely, sir. I'm 100% sure there are a lot of people here who are connected. Yeah. So, and our objective is the governing bodies, right? The governing bodies also should wake up, and governing body should waken up and see what is happening in the real estate as a industry is concerned, and then take corrective actions to give justice to the buyers. So over to you, sir. Vikram sir wanted to say something.
Yeah, sir. ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 2017 ನಲ್ಲಿ.
2020 ನಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
So 17.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. And, I can see the pain for everybody, right? And there is one question I want to ask Mantri directly, right? Whenever we go and ask, they say this is sold out. What is that they are holding back? If there is a project which is sold out, I would expect that to get it sooner than committed dates. What is that it's holding back? They need to answer that question importantly.
The problem for that is they have already committed to start the mall. So they funded all the fund what we made it to the mall first, and they completed the mall first.
But unfortunately, sir, we anticipated our home to be delivered first, because we paid for home, not for the mall. Mall is something that as a builder has invested, and then whatever the divestment which any builder want to do, to be honest with you, it's none of our interest. Yeah.
Dhananjay, one second.
No, just to,
I think we all know, one second.
If they are investing in building the mall, it's money laundering actually. They are not supposed to take our money for the house and build a commercial establishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's money laundering.
Vikram,
So
I think
basically, if everything is sold out, priority should be to finish the sold out flats. If they are moving the money somewhere else, it's money laundering, direct.
And
money
also we
laundering.
have, if you look at this agreement, we have got an agreement with Mantri Serenity to build the flat, right? So this is exactly what the current forum is trying to address in terms of we have paid money to get our home and we want our home.
We all have paid, and
Yes, sir.
they have
Please go ahead,
taken.
sir.
We hear
Yeah.
500 crores. We hear 500 crores taken from Piramal. We understand now they are going with SBI. Even after completion, we are not sure whether we will be the house owners or someone else will come and occupy our houses.
Sir, and another thing, I'm pretty sure when they showed us the brochures and the details, right? They were supposed to give us with every amenities and all those
Yeah,
things. Now,
I completely understand, sir. I think probably some of the topics getting deviated, because to be honest with you, whether is Mantri is getting funding from SBI or whether they're getting a venture capitalist is none of our business. Frankly speaking, sorry to say this, but we have paid from our hard-earned money to give it to the builder to construct a home.
Yes.
It is the responsibility of the builder to execute the project as committed. Whether he takes money from the bank, whether he takes money from the venture capitalist is none of our business, and it is their responsibility to ensure deliver project, because we already paid 90 to 100% of our money. Exactly, right? So that's the anger and the frustration everybody is having. So over to you, sir. Somebody want to let's give a chance to others buyers also to speak.
I think Anusha Rani wants to speak.
Yeah, Anusha Rani, madam, please come on line, ma'am. Request everyone else to be on mute.
Yeah, hi Dhananjay, this is Dhirendra for Anusha Rani.
Yeah.
I just want to add, everybody has frustration. One more point I want to add, that I took on a pre-EMI by giving 10%. And then when they failed to give the interest to Aditya Birla, I also went alone and took the step not to pay the interest basically. So as a result, Aditya Birla started threatening my relative back in Bangalore, and that was kind of a super like frustrating. And also then I came in contact with you guys, and also I came in contact with one person, like 2012 they booked, they paid 100%, and also he had a pre-EMI from Aditya Birla, and I did more investigation on that. RBI regulation says that if somebody is giving this kind of a loan and instrument, the financial institute has responsibility to periodically check whether the money invested is in progression or not. If not, they should stop paying this kind of loan basically. But still after 6 years they did. So it looks all are there in the same hand. And then when they finally reached to me, Aditya Birla, and saying that you fix your loan, you talk to them, and some kind of threatening to me, I completely said, no, I'm not going to pay you more than 10% until you give some promise, until you physically give me the apartment, because it's a three-party agreement. So I would say if somebody has not yet paid, give them the paying same way. If you can do like that I'm trying, if not, then everybody's facing, and the same for everyone, right? So that's all I wanted to add, and thank you guys. It was really nice to meet you guys. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, sir. Let's go on to the other. I think some madam wanted to speak. Madam. Oh, sorry. On behalf of madam, you spoke. Okay. Anybody else, sir? Anybody else on behalf of your families, or those who are here? You want to? Yeah. Venkat, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I also took the flat in 2017, expecting, saying this project is already delayed, and now we have RERA, and I mean the location, the metro, the the mall, the ISKCON temple. We know why everybody chose this flat, right?
Right.
And with the brand that I've seen, I've been in Bangalore since '94. Yeah, projects get delayed, but not to this pathetic situation of Mantri, how they're doing in like 7 years or 8 years, right? So I don't think any issue on any delays that we see in very other projects, it's all because of some or the other complications. But fortunately for Mantri Serenity project, they don't have other complications either on BDA approval, land litigation, none of those sorts. I think in between there was some question about that, but fortunately for our project, there is no other complications. It's just the delivery that matters. And for that only aspect, we've been struggling for 7-8 years. It's not worth it. So I think whatever actions we have been taken so far, how we do it differently now, and see what we can, how soon we can get this is something, maybe not in this forum, but something everybody has to start thinking about it to achieve the goal.
Exactly. Perfectly well said, sir. I think everybody objective is the same, to get a home and use multiple routes, whatever possible, to get the home. That's the only objective all of us have. I think there are a lot of team, there is a lot of coordination team internally being built, and I think some association is also was formed to just to interact with the Mantri, and they are putting their own effort there, right? There's a lot of effort which has already been gone. It is not that somebody suddenly jumped in and then somebody is trying to take the directions in a different way, right? So everybody has their own directions and own path to achieve it. Our end objective is the same. I think some people have gone and filed a case in RERA as well, right? So some people have already taken some steps, and then what is pending probably would be to give a strong message to Mantri as a company, that as a buyers we cannot keep quiet anymore, and we are going to reach out to all the stakeholders who are responsible for monitoring of this project, which is a huge project, right? So there is a lot of management aspects that will come into picture. As per the RERA, they are supposed to complete as per the plan, and then there is a lot of interest that need to be paid to the buyers if not completed on time and something like that. So all those aspects will be reached out to respective monitoring authorities as well, including the Karnataka state as well as the central state authorities as well. So this social media campaign is not going to stop. This is just the beginning. Over to you, sir. Somebody else want to start?
Sir, can I talk, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead. Prabhu sir.
Dhananjay, thank you. Good evening, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Dhananjay, for having created such a wonderful team now. Now, actually, you are a social media platform. What you have taken now, it is going very well. I am very happy. And there are 2-3 groups which is also working in the parallelly. They are working for the same goal. Exactly. What I was thinking, now actually I have yesterday, today morning I thought I am trying to get an appointment with the Chief Minister. So wow, please, please prepare a memorandum, sir. And sure. Now there are 3-4 groups. One is that social media group, and there is a core team, and there is another team. So please identify some 20-25 people, sir.
Yes.
So I will try to take the appointment of the Commissioner, Mr. Bhaskar, and also the Chief Minister. We will give a present a memorandum to the Chief Minister, and let us scale it up to the highest level, whatever is possible. I will work in this direction. And I have also, from yesterday night, I am trying to talk to Mr. Chandrakant, and he is busy today, and I'll catch him up. And I was the state executive member of BJP IT cell, and I'm the director in Rotary. With all the contacts what I had developed over these years, I'll mobilize all my contacts and try to get the connection of the Chief Minister and try to impress upon our problem and take it further. This is what best I can do, sir.
Excellent, sir. Really.
In this direction, I invite all our core members to give their input. Let us work as a team and take it as in the. Namgelsa ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹತ್ತಿಸ್ಬೇಕು sir. Let everybody petrol ಹಾಕ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇವಾಗ. Now Mantri has taken us for a ride. Now we cannot wait for anymore. Now our job is to put fire and let everybody throw some petrol in it. That's all, sir.
Super, sir. I think with a lot of people having connected, a lot of people are trying hard. I think I spoke to some of the people also yesterday. There is an appointment that has been seek with our MP, Bangalore South MP, Tejasvi Surya. Also, there is some process is already in place. So some people are trying to get an appointment with our MP, and then trying to get appointment with Sitaram Madam as well, who is a financial minister, and also planning to send out a memorandum to the Prime Minister of India as well. So a lot of process are already thoughts in process. Probably Prabhu Shankar with your connect, and a lot of other people who has got connect with the respective stakeholders. I think let's all of us put whatever possible measures and pressures to get our home which we dreamt of it in 2012 and 13, sir. Thanks a lot, Prabhu Shankar, sir. Please let's over to others buyers as well. Thank you.
Can we go ahead, Harish?
Yeah, Harish sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. Couple of points. First of all, thank you for setting this up. This is I think the right thing to do. I had couple of points. One is on what can we do with the banks, because I've been paying like EMI. I didn't take any scheme. I've gone through the normal construction linked scheme, and I've been paying EMI for the last 2 years and pre-EMI prior to that. So is there a way we can all approach the banks? I know single homeowners, if we go, we don't have any protection, and I was told CIBIL rating and all that will be impacted, and the onus of paying the loan is with the individual. However, if as a group we go and appeal, there will be something the banks could do for us. If they know that it is a combined scheme and a lot of people have invested, I'm sure there is something we can do. That was point number one. If there is any thought process there, because it will get some temporary relief for us in the COVID situation for all of us. Second is what happened to the RERA process. I hear the courts were adjourned or whatever, and I saw that the government is providing some relief to builders and all that. So whatever happened to the 10,000 we paid on getting the legal thing done, right? So I just wanted to have that clarity on these 2 points.
Yeah, Hari
Overall,
sir,
great
yeah.
effort.
Yeah, I think some of the good points that you brought up, probably we can discuss that offline because RERA team and core team, there is a registered team and stuff like that. So there are a lot of multiple teams who is processing that and working on it in the same passion. So this platform is more of a combination of all these teams to have a social media impact created. What is happening in terms of only one objective is to get the home from a builder, and the loan aspect probably can be discussed post this meeting and then taken up with the respective stakeholders to see how can we address that. And also the RERA team can address to that whatever the RERA questions that you had. But probably we want to keep this forum for expressing views of, as a monthly buyer, the pain that people are undergoing. I think one of the points that you brought is we bought the loan, but banks are not allowing us. I think that is also point should come up in the memorandum that we are going to present to the respective monitoring authorities like Chief Minister and RERA and other forum that we are planning to do. Definitely we'll put that as one of the point if there is any stuff that can be brought out, but probably not in this forum, sir. Probably we'll take this offline. Yeah, let's move on to the
That
other,
is fine, sir. I wanted to bring the point of view. I can
definitely
talk offline.
definitely sir. I think it's a good point, but probably we'll take it offline. Yeah. Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Somebody else wanted to speak.
Hello, Dhananjay, can I, yeah, Dhananjay, I'm Gopinath Reddy from.
We are using this forum's recording.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this recording has gone, I think, beyond 1 hour by now. To make sure that we have the better impact, we probably have to make a very short edit, like not more than 2 to 3 minutes, which should go to the the general public. So that should have all the excerpts of
we'll do
everything
that
we spoke.
Yeah, we'll
like for
definitely
example, I've been HP for like 7 years now. 2013 is what I have bought this property. So and some may have many other issues like paying the entire chunk of money and then getting stuck. So I think 3 minutes of cut should be sent out to everyone, and then I think people who want to watch the entire thing should get the entire video. I think a cut would be a good.
We'll do that, sir. We'll do all those marketing strategies in terms of how to make the social impact more powerful. And definitely, not everyone will have a patience to look at 1 hour video, and then we'll definitely look into that depending on the platform that we are planning to post this. Our objective is to get this posted in Twitter, Facebook, and other tone. And then just want to highlight we are left with another 9 minutes. So just want to check with N. So one more buyer.
Harsha wants to speak.
Harsha, can you please go ahead, and then probably after Harsha's, then we'll conclude and we'll have some action points discussed, and then we'll wind up the call. Yeah, go ahead, Harsha.
Sure. Thank you, Dhananjay sir. So first of all, my name is Harsha. I'm owner of Q2203. So what I wanted to say was we booked the flat in 2013. So we booked the flat under the scheme where we have to pay 100% and the pre-EMI is being paid by the monthly, which got stopped in 2017. So what happened was basically in fact not only I booked, I asked my brother also to book, and also my sister family, they also to book. So we thought that we all are going to stay together with our kids and everyone playing together, and we are getting the apartment in like 3-4 years. So that was our kind of dream, we all stay together in one umbrella. Now it's been 7 years. We kind of have paid all 100% and praying God that okay, we get this apartment as soon as possible. We are paying the EMI. We are staying in the rental flat. We are paying the rent. We are not getting the pre-EMI. I mean, I think this is the problem of everybody, right? And sorry, I'm just repeating this because I joined a bit late. Earlier, I couldn't join. So yeah, I had few questions which I think other persons also asked. What happened to the RERA and other thing? And Dhananjay, since you clarified, this is purely from the social media campaign perspective. I just wanted to also add my views and my point here that it's like what has happened is it's not only one person or one family here which is kind of suffering, right? In fact, within my family, it's 3 families we are suffering, and I'm sure that there will be similar cases with others as well. So would be glad if these points can also be put in your social media campaign.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely. Probably what we do
Thank
is
you.
today is it is more of an inauguration of a long journey that we wanted to start. And frankly speaking, one meeting or one protest will not bring in changes, and it gives an alert and kind of mechanism where Mantri will get to know the buyers are not keeping quiet. So, but I don't expect Mantri will be overreacting or immediately take any steps and come back and say no, I'm going to give your flat in next quarter or 2 quarters down the line. So because this is a journey, right? We have waited for 8 to 10 years, and this journey is not going to end any soon, right? So assuming some of these considerations, and then 8 years, 10 years is a long journey, we come up with, okay, let's try to make an impact which will persist for a lifetime, right? So social media is a powerful platform, and we try to reach out to some of the media houses yesterday and day before yesterday personally, and many of us have tried it, but after knowing some of the media houses, the message is still not out in the media, right? So because we are dealing with one of the largest builder, but social media gives us an opportunity to kind of use these digital platforms to show our messages to the larger audience, right? So earlier the mode of communication was only through printed channels or TV channels, but now it is not the case. We have digital platforms like this where we can showcase our stuff, and then believe me, 95 to 100 people, and a lot of people are joining, trying to see, they want to join but unable to join it. But this is a wonderful stuff I can tell that the digital platforms are bringing in. Probably will, as somebody was suggesting, to make 2-3 minute short videos and then ensure the messaging is passed out. Probably we'll have other extended team that we already have 45 to 50 people joined in. So you can message out if you are interested to join and contribute in terms of making a big impact, because a lot of people would have expertise in some of those areas in making more digital way of doing things. One of the technical challenges what we had is Zoom. I think you must have encountered now. In the last week, I had one more webinar where if I schedule a meeting for 30 minutes, automatically if I have one other meeting, automatically it will continue. There is no disturbance, right? In 1 week, they updated the system so that they will end the meeting, so that they want to upgrade to professional editions of it, right? They also, as a company, they also want to make money. So as an NGO or a group of people, we wanted to use a limited versions of it to start with it. Probably we'll look at it to have a professional edition and other digital platforms if is available to have it. But the messaging is to capture this videos and convert this into short videos and pass it on. That's a main objective. We'll use all those platforms. If not Zoom, something else, we will use it, and then ensure that all these things are recorded and then gone into the market. Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for your stuff. And probably we have left with another 3 to 4 minutes time. Anybody else want to give a last touch before we wind up, because we want to wind with a conclusion note. Sir, you have only 1 minute. Please don't mind. Santosh, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks, Dhananjay. This is Santosh. I also bought in January 2016 with a promise of delivery in January 2019. And 2017 was initial delivery promise, and then they revised to 2019 with a 100% payment which has been taken. So my suggestion is, we all know we are going through all this pain and dream of owning the house, but I think they don't care. So is what I feel. Mantri, as a builder in their profession, I don't think they care people's sentiments. My suggestion is in addition to digital protest that we have started, so other platforms which I feel will be putting it in a newspaper, maybe on the front page, stating that, do you really need to invest in Mantri? So let us share that with Mantri, saying that we would like to do that. So if that requires some additional investment, we all can put some money. And for a month, we can actually give few stories and put it into Times of India, put it into local newspapers. Should you really need to invest in Mantri, please rethink. And here are the few stories. And let us share that with Mantri. I think that will touch them if you have to shake them really, because I don't think they will care. They will care for my story. They will care for anybody's stories. They have gone past all that. They know that they are ready to cheat people. Then they don't care. So who stays, who doesn't stay, I don't think they care for it. I think they would care for this.
Yeah,
so
probably
like
I think Santosh sir, it's a very good suggestion. Sorry to cut you. I think you passed on the very right message. I think that's also one of the steps. In fact, we tried it out to a few media houses. I don't want to name it in a public forum, but unfortunately, looks like they have reached out to the media houses to stop the message. It was almost like in a final stage of publicizing yesterday. It was kind of stopped for whatever reason, but that is exactly what I said. Media houses works in a different way. I don't want to comment in a public forum. I know how the system works as well. That is why what we
this
want
kind
to
of
do.
defaming and media houses would need permission from their CEOs to do this. Right?
Exactly. So I don't want to, sir. Sorry, Venkat sir. We have 2 minutes left. I understand the anger and frustration and how media works in this country or anywhere in this country. So we tried our best to have a put it in a front line yesterday newspaper. Unfortunately, it did not came out for whatever reason. Let's not get into that. Probably that's also one of the action item. How can we address it? But I just want to get it one point very clear. We want to go digital with low cost or zero cost. Okay, how we pass on the message through these platforms, right? So social media, Twitter, and as well as Facebook, nobody has to pay anything, right? What is important is how do we use the platforms to convey the message. I think somebody was talking about it. We'll use all those techniques and technologies and tag the right set of people. And it is not going to be one person. It is going to be 100 people tagging in Twitter to the respective authorities, finance minister and the RERA authorities and the chief minister office, and then the prime minister office and everything. I think if not today, I am 100% sure tomorrow or maybe after 1 month, it will create an impact, but it has to be a continuous process. We are going to have a strategy how to do it, and then feel free to join that group to enable all the team members who are participating and then contributing it. And with the last note, we are left with 1 minute to go. So I wanted to thank each one of the buyers who joined in here and then contributed for it. A lot of effort has been gone with the social media team, and there is a 40 to 50 member team already joined that particular team to drive these things. And we will come out with a proper plan and action. How do we drive this further and ensure that our main core objective is to get our homes back and or money back, whatever is the case for some of the elders like Chandrasekhar sir. And then I wanted to thank you all and have a wonderful day. Our main objective is not to defame anybody, but we want Mantri to complete our dream home and we start living in the place where we have promised something to our families and our investment should get realized. That's the only objective of this forum. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot to one and all to joining this, and we'll share this video